Now, I've taken this question again from a scholarship exam conducted by NZQA in New Zealand from 2010 exam paper. The question is, find all real values of x which satisfies the set of equation sin x is equal to root y and this equation. Okay, so and start by finding the possible values of y. Okay, so what have we got? So we have got sine of x, or sine x is equal to root y. So I'm going to square both sides. This implies sine squared x is equal to y. Sine squared x is equal to y. I can see cos squared x here. I know this sine squared can be written as 1 minus cos squared x is equal to y. And making cos squared the subject, I can say 1 minus y is equal to cos squared x. So in place of cos squared x, I can put 1 minus cos y. So this is on the left hand side is in y, the right hand side is in x. So cos squared x can be replaced by 1 minus y. Okay, so I can say this implies from this can be written as 12 y cubed minus 13 y squared minus 14y plus 13 is equal to 1 minus y. So adding y, so let me I'm going to add y to this side, so to add y to this side. Okay, if I take away 1 from this side, it will take away 1 from this side. Okay, so this implies, you can say this is 12 y cubed minus 13 y squared minus 13y plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so I want to factorize this. So I'm going to group this. So this implies this is 12 y cubed plus, you can use a calculator, but I want to do without a calculator. So this is 12 y cubed minus 13 y squared minus 13y is equal to 0. For scholarship exam, they want you to see whether you know the maths, not how to press the keys on a calculator. So this implies if you factor out 12, you have y cubed plus 1, and this is if you factor out minus 13y, you have y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now there is a very neat formula of a cubed plus b cubed. Now this is a very good formula to remember. A cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. Now this is not very much used in New Zealand, but this is a very useful formula. Or if you expand this, you'll get this. So I'm going to use this formula for this, y cubed plus 1. So this is, you can imagine, you can compare your a with y and your b with 1. So this implies I can say this is 12 times, this is y plus 1. For a plus b, I can write y plus 1. For a squared, I can write y squared. Minus ab will become minus y plus 1. Minus 13y times y plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, now you can factor out the 12 y plus 1. If you factor out the y plus 1, you'll have y plus 1 times 12 times y squared minus y plus 1 minus 13y is equal to 0. So this is y plus 1. Expanding this out, you will have 12y squared minus 12y plus 12 minus 13y equal to 0. So now the second bracket has become a quadratic. So this is y plus 1 times 12y squared minus 25y minus 25y plus 12 equal to 0. Plus 12 equal to 0. Okay, so here you can use different methods. So I want 12y squared, so I'll start with 3y and 4y and 3y in two brackets. This is one possibility. So I want minus 25 here, so both, and also a plus 12 here. So I'm going to put minus 4 here and minus 3. Does it work? Yes. Can you see this is minus 9y. This is minus 9y and this is minus 16y, which does give you minus 25y. So now solving this, you can say this implies you got three solutions. Y is equal to -1. You can say y is equal to 3/4 and y is equal to 4/3. Now what is y? You want to find all the values of x. Y is sine squared x. Okay, so we can say this implies sine squared x is equal to -1. Okay, and this means you have no real solution. This is no real solution. So sine is between plus and minus 1, and if you square sine of x, it's always going to be between 0 and 1. So this is, you can't solve this. So yeah, this you can say this is sine squared x is 3/4. That means sine of x, sine x is √3/2. I'm taking only the positive root. Okay, so minus, okay, taking square root of both sides, it is √3/2. So, and I'll solve this later. Okay, so can we say sine of x is equal to sine, when is √3/2, that is sine pi/3. In calculus, they want to see whether you can write in, because sine 60 is √3/2. So this is pi/3. So writing the general solution, this means your x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n times pi/3, because I've used the formula. The formula is like this: if sine of x of sine x is equal to sine alpha, this is called the general solution. This implies x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n times alpha. This is your formula. So I use this formula. So this you got. This is a general solution. All the values of x. So n can be, n is an integer here. Okay, now is this possible? So sine squared x is 4/3. So sine of x is 2/√3. So let's do 2 divided by √3. So 2 divided by shift √3, which is 1.15. Now sine cannot be over 1. Sine is always between, sine of an angle is always between 1 and -1. So this is not possible. Not possible. So this is the only solution that you have, that this is √3/2 is when sine is pi/3, and this is the only solution. So all the solution is n pi plus minus 1 raised to n times pi/3.